And I'm Ethan Moore, and that's
Pastor Dwayne Black.
Pastor Dwayne Black.
Nice to see you, man.
We're a couple of Jesus fans.
That's right.
That's right. And we're here in the Sanctuary Church recording Jesus Christ That's Funny once again.
That's right. Absolutely. Because it is funny.
Yeah, it sure is. And we're also, well, speaking of funny, we're here with one of my comedic colleagues here, Dr. Anna Lepeley.
Hi.
Hi, Anna. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to have you here on this Jesus-themed podcast.
I'm pretty excited, especially considering that I listened to this show a couple weeks ago when Ethan was professing his platonic love for me.
I thought that was really sweet.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I listened to
really
it like
nice.
many times while I was working.
Yeah.
So.
It was, Pastor said it was some kind of a Hebrew love. I don't even
What's a
remember.
Hebrew love?
Ahava, Raya,
What's
Dode.
that?
Three different forms of love. Ahava is like love that when you meet somebody the first time and you go, this person's really special. It's a really good friend. And then Raya is like when you say, this is my soulmate. This is the person I can't be away from. And then Dode is it's more of a rocking motion, if you get what I mean.
The pastor's being coy.
When Ethan was going through withdrawal from heroin.
That's right, exactly.
Wait, what? Rocking back and forth. No. Yeah, I guess it's a reference to sex.
Yes, it is.
Okay. He's so coy.
But you love somebody
But we don't have
deeply.
the dough.
I know, but you got
we
the
don't-
Raha, and you got the...
we may have the other two, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. And that's a good place to start. Start.
Stop. We're stopping.
Pastor's
right
like,
there.
why don't you...
I mean, Ethan even got in drag and it didn't work.
I
guess,
did see that. That was ugly.
But I guess we should probably inform the listeners that I am not heterosexual. So
Oh, yeah, Anna's gay.
yeah. And I actually took a Kinsey test last night, and I am a complete, you have the opposite sides of the spectrum, and I am completely homosexual.
Right. What do you think about that word gay?
It's fine.
Really? No,
It's better than fag. I don't know.
No, I know, but I mean, it's like I've known a lot of people that are, that are gay, but they're not always gay.
What are they?
I mean, they're gay. I mean, they're homosexual, but they're not happy. I mean, they're not, like gay. I mean, so.
Like flaming?
No, like happy, like
Queers.
Just,
It's funny because
terrible.
I still.
Oh, by the way, this is
Yeah.
sort of a family podcast. I'm gonna tell you that, Anna.
Did I drop an F-bomb?
Well, you
No,
just said
no.
queers and fag. So
Sorry.
you're treading the line.
You never told me this, and that's my one thing I can't do is clean anything.
I know.
Are you really a doctor?
if you drop
Yes.
That's
an
so
F-bomb,
cool.
we'll-
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
What did you get it in?
I have a PhD in exercise biochemistry and nutrition research.
Oh, so you got him doing the 200 push-ups, right?
no.
He's doing that his own.
She told me not to do that.
No, yeah. I mean, I didn't tell you not to do it.
That's
I
true.
just
You
said
didn't say not to.
I said that there's a limit to calisthenics. I said it's great that you do yoga and it's great that you do push-ups, but those are all little tools in the toolbox.
Right.
When people come up to me and say, "Why do I don't want to lift weights? I just want to do push-ups and pull-ups," I go, "That's great, but you're going to hit a wall. You're going to get a limit." And weightlifting takes you. I'm a huge
Past that.
advocate for weightlifting.
Really?
So I mean, the
I
benefits
am going
are
to the gym tonight. I really actually am.
Good.
Yeah. Because I'm going on vacation in a little while, and I want to drop 15 pounds.
Don't worry about numbers. Just
Oh,
work out and look at yourself
like
in the
day
mirror,
by
like
day,
Ethan
look at
does.
it.
Except he does other stuff. When he was in drag, he was looking in the mirror and
So is it good to eat potassium like bananas and things like that?
yeah, bananas are great. It's going to give you fiber. It's going
Is
to
it
give you
good?
potassium.
Why do you keep
Okay.
bringing up bananas?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I was just thinking of
yeah,
potassium.
maybe because there's
that's all.
video. Yeah, okay.
Anna's been showing video of me eating this banana.
He was in drag. Don't just say
That's
eating
was-
you eating a
was
banana.
I was just
I was dressed
calmly
in
eating a banana.
I was in a tie and a button-up shirt. I was supposed to be butch, and Ethan was feminine and in a dress and a hideous wig. And
No, I was beautiful. I
terribly-
hate
he
how
was
you
the
say I was
ugliest
hideous.
girl I've ever seen.
I hate that so much.
That
the,
was-
the love affair is over.
He said he
It's
looked like a
just-
monster.
There
And
wa-
he had a craving for a banana. But
It's
yeah,
scary.
electrolytes are important.
Anna
Sodium
held a
and potassium.
banana.
Electrolytes are good?
And I ate the
Absolutely,
banana.
they're very important. I mean, especially if you're sweating here in South Florida, and
Yeah.
if you're losing a lot of sweat, you have to replace sodium in particular because you have a 7-to-1 sodium to potassium ratio.
Wow.
So these coconut waters out there that are
Yes,
advocating.
I've been doing them.
Well, here's the problem with coconut waters,
Yep.
depending on the type. A natural coconut water is going to be very
Organic.
high in potassium, but low in sodium, naturally low in sodium. And the problem is if you've been exercising or or have been in the heat
Right.
sweating, whether you're physically active or not, you have to replace those electrolytes because if you've been sweating for a couple, period of hours or
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
you start to shed electrolytes in the sweat. and you have to replace that. And the coconut water is only going to give you potassium, but you're losing, as I mentioned, a 7-to-1 sodium to potassium ratio.
So you want to just go like lick someone else's like forehead that has a lot of sweat on it.
Yes.
To get the sodium back.
Or Gatorade, or Gatorade.
You really push Gatorade?
No, I don't actually. The thing with, you can actually make your own sports drinks with water
Table
and
salt.
Yeah. I mean, you can just get as basic as that.
And you don't need the color.
The sugar.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's such a sad thing. And I wrote about this in my book.
Can you just get water from the ocean and drink that?
It's disgusting. It's too high in sodium. So, yeah.
Well, you can dilute it down.
You can once.
And I wouldn't recommend it either. I mean, people
I like to
are
get all my
defecating.
I like to get all my sodium for the week. And just drink a few ounces of seawater.
Anyways, I
Pro
wanted to
tip
mention,
from Ethan.
So wait.
Just drink some seawater.
You wrote it in a book?
What's that?
You wrote this?
Well, in my book, I did include a whole chapter on hydration.
Really?
Because I give seminars on hydration. I did when they had a good budget for bomb technicians, because these guys suit up, and they're majority, and they're all guys. There's only one female bomb technician, and for the 2 conferences that I did, the annual and the one of the regional conferences, there's only one, but she wasn't there.
Bomb technician.
Yes, these are guys that go out.
Bomb.
Yeah, they go out and they detonate bombs.
Yeah.
Which is
locally
a really
or internationally.
I did the international.
Just as a hobby,
Yeah, that's.
I did their international conference, and I did one of the regional ones. So I did Norfolk and Hershey, Pennsylvania. Great group of guys. I mean, these guys are putting their life on the line, and their hydration is something that you don't want to ignore, but it's easily ignored.
They don't have time to stay hydrated. They're detonating bombs, Anna.
No, here's the thing.
They're focused on their work.
When you detonate a bomb, it's like a firefighter. Like, you get called, and it's unexpected. It could be at 3 a.m. It could be 3 p.m. And the whole key is to make sure that they're hydrating adequately, or in their daily life, and when they know what to do on the way to a drill, to an actual, operation.
Yeah.
So,
I saw a show on. I guess they used to do carpet bombing, in
carpet
Laos.
bombing. It sounds like something Ethan would really hate.
Well, no,
Why?
it was
What?
like they in Vietnam they dropped these carpet bombs. They're just like massive.
I never saw that when I lived
now
there.
These kids are growing up, and they're like finding these bombs, and of course they explode, and they're like just tremendous amount of children with legs or arms gone, and so they're trying to go back and now find these things, but it's terrible. Sometimes when we think of war as like, isn't that over, and it's like no, all that stuff lingers,
awful.
Hilarious,
and
hilarious topic for
I know,
this
it's good.
comedy podcast we're doing. This is children detonating bombs.
Well, it is.
What are you guys doing to me here? Come on.
That's really sad.
That's
really
so
is.
sad.
Really
I
is.
lived in
It's very
Vietnam
sad.
for 3 years, and I
I
never saw any kids detonate any bombs, but I know stuff like that happens.
Did you hear about farmers detonating?
I heard about the
accidentally,
Communist Party and the Vietnamese military moving farmers off of their land because they sold it to private developers for corrupt reasons.
Oh,
that was
man.
always a lot of stuff that was happening there.
That is. So,
by the way, I'm writing a book myself. Anna,
Are you really writing a book?
Anna has a book. Yeah, I have.
I didn't know you were writing a book.
Yeah, my book is called Saltwater and Bananas:
Okay,
A Guide to Health for drag queens. No, I'm not a drag queen, but I think we should address why I was wearing women's clothes. We just made it sound like it was just something that happened. Should
I
we
wish. I mean, it was. Listen.
Let's
just
explain
get this,
how it happened.
But let's just get this out in the open. I met Ethan on March 14th, and we actually were just in the vicinity. We just saw the bar.
this year.
Yes.
Okay.
People think we've known each other for a longer time, but we just met then. And the day that I met him, I said, God, I would love to see you in drag. And that's something I say to a lot of guys. So I don't want Ethan to get jealous, but you still are special. But I don't say I don't say it to every guy that I meet, but I met him and I go, God, I would
not
really
every guy. Well, that's very comforting.
I go, God, I would really love to see you in drag. And my dreams came true. So we're doing the Butch and Femme comedy tour.
Yes.
Really?
What is that,
Dreams?
Anna?
I don't know if that was a dream.
It's one of my I have many dreams,
Yeah,
and
but
that's
that was more of a nightmare. I saw that.
I hate you guys. I thought I was pretty. What is the Butch and Femme comedy tour?
He said he looked like a monster.
No, I said that you posted one picture where I was like, the proportion of me, because you're short and I'm tall, so me next to you.
He was on his knees, by the way.
I was on my knees in this
eating
photo,
a banana.
eating a banana that Anna was holding. This is all just for artistic reasons, okay? I want everyone to understand that.
I just want you to know that we support you in coming out, and we think.
What am I coming out
The
as?
funny thing
I don't know whatever it is,
he
Ethan.
posted
We
it-
are there for you, man.
I did this
He
Kinsey.
posted it on Facebook right then and there, and he goes, "How funny! This lady that I work with in Vietnam, where I taught, like the picture."
Oh, it's true. Yeah, like a bunch of like old ladies and like middle-aged women who I worked with in Vietnam, like all immediately liked these pictures of me as a woman. And I was like, that's weird. They never like comment on anything I do on Facebook, and then, except they like that. Yeah.
And actually, there was one guy who apparently is a comedian, put a rude comment on the picture.
Oh yeah, one guy, this
didn't
guy
like
Tracy
it.
Young, who I guess I must have met him once or twice, but he's sort of in the comedy community, but I couldn't, I could, if I met him, I'm not sure if I'd be able to place his face, but he comments every once in a while on stuff on Facebook, and he wrote like, keep it in the closet. A lot of us look up to you, Ethan. Like, I was like, whoa, wow.
I didn't like that comment.
Well, I liked it. I mean, Facebook liked it.
Why?
Because I was like, I think I wrote like, no way, the closet is wide open or something.
Oh, so you wrote that.
I commented
Okay,
on
good.
it and liked it. Yeah, because I don't know. I just like attention.
Yeah.
So if someone comments anything, I just
Yeah.
like it
I like it.
automatically.
Yeah.
I'm like, I like this. You're looking at me.
Oh, that's
But why did I do this, Anna?
So we did this. Okay.
What is
great
butch and
question.
femme?
I just still want people to be like, oh, he just likes to be in drag. I'm just
I
trying
took
to
the
drag that out.
Kinsey test last night too.
What did you get?
I got a 2. What does that mean?
So I guess the
know what
one
it
means
means.
you're like a pure heterosexual.
It said I was heterosexual with some homosexual tendencies. I was like, wow, what does that mean? I guess it means I like to dress up like a woman.
yeah.
So I'm
It means
coming
very
out.
And it's
natural.
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
coming out as a
We
2.
love you. We care about you. We support you.
I'm
You know. And you talk to
fine
your
with
parents? You talk to-
myself.
I am excited for him to do it again.
You talk to your mom about this?
No,
Because she will hear about this. You know that.
she will hear. Hi, Mom. She'll be proud of me.
She probably will. She's good.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with dressing up like a pretty lady. That's the way I look at it.
He wasn't pretty at all. So we're gonna
It
do this
wasn't
again.
pretty.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
We're gonna do this again.
I hate you guys.
And we actually have a comedian friend of
unacceptable.
ours, Nishat. I did his makeup, and one of the photographers did the makeup, and she and I
And they're
we
all
didn't know how to
gay.
do makeup.
They
Yeah,
don't-
we didn't know, but we did.
Yeah,
a
I
pretty
was like,
good job.
I was like, which one of you lesbians wants to do my makeup? They're like, we don't know anything about makeup. then they punched me in the arm and called me a fag.
I thought we couldn't say fag.
We'll bleep that out.
So, anyways, Nishad is a guy, a comedian, little manly man. He's like, I'll do the makeup next time, and I said, great, because I know how to do my own makeup, and even
Right.
that's a challenge.
Well, he's an
'cause I
artist.
Huh?
He's an artist. He's a
And-
painter, so he said like it's just painting.
Okay, well, he'll paint your face.
Yeah.
That could be cool. That
But
could be-
I want to. We're going to do this again, and I'm going to get facial hair for the next shoot too. So the reason why we're doing this, the Butch and Femme comedy tour.
Yes.
So what are you guys doing?
So Ethan and I exemplify. We kind of like we deviate from the
Some
norm.
Interesting options in
Yes, we're
in life, in sexual and
yes.
in other ways, I
Yeah.
guess.
So I guess I am a lesbian, but I guess I am not your typical lesbian in certain ways, in the fact that can be very feminine, but on the opposite side, if you look at me right now, I'm wearing a camo hat and a shirt, cut off sleeves because to show off my muscles that are slightly bigger than Ethan's.
That's not true at all. Look at this. Look at these guns. Look, Pastor, you didn't know you were going to get tickets
That's
to the gun
amazing,
show.
man.
But look
right?
at this,
incredible.
Pastor.
Oh, she beats that. That's
I think we need to arm wrestle right here now.
He's been telling me he wants to arm wrestle me. And a lot of people want to arm wrestle me, and I don't. I'm just like, no. Yeah, we'll do it
She's
later,
afraid
and
she's
then we
gonna
don't do
lose.
it.
Afraid she's gonna lose.
No, I used to arm wrestle a lot, and I just don't do it. It hurts my rotator cuffs.
Oh, hurts your rotator.
So you guys are going on tour?
Yes.
Okay, and you're
It's
going.
an arm wrestling bout. We're gonna.
Yeah, we're just gonna arm wrestle around the country.
Exhibition match.
We're just gonna flex and arm wrestle.
I'm gonna wear a dress. She's gonna wear a suit. No, we're gonna be touring. We're gonna be doing comedy
Yes.
in various locations, and yeah, Butch and Femme represents the fact that we're not typical in terms of our comedy, in terms of our, I guess, lifestyle choices or lifestyle mode,
No,
the way that we live our lives.
Let's not call it lifestyle choice. Wait,
that's not what
wait. Our lifestyle choice that's a little bit different is the fact that we're comedians, and that's that. Not being gay or not being.
No, that's a choice.
Oh, I'm
Pastor,
gonna punch you in the face.
Pastor, show me in the Bible. Doesn't it say somewhere that it's a choice?
No.
I think Jesus said.
It was a choice for you to be in drag the other day. Okay?
That was definitely a choice.
And
I'm happy with that choice.
So proud.
No, not lifestyle choice. Our lifestyle mode, our way of living is kind of different, in a lot of different ways.
Absolutely, of course.
And so we challenge expectations. I challenge expectations of what it could mean to be straight.
Yeah. I'm giving him a look. Pastor and I just looked at Ethan with like a blank, waiting for what's.
And
and you challenge like what it can mean to be gay.
Yeah, I think
Right?
I'm in a male-dominated industry, and I get along with most of these men phenomenally. I love all these comedians, and I love most lesbians too. I say most because I pretty much love everybody. But I think it's something that's interesting to talk about. I mean, I did comedy in Tampa last spring. I was opening for Steve-O, who's a great friend of mine, and he's an amazing comedian. Of a Jackass fame? Yes. Yeah. And Steve-O. I had a great opportunity to host and hang with these guys for the weekend, and one out of the 6 shows, and I did mention that I was a lesbian because it's part of my stand-up, and it took me a while to actually start talking about being a lesbian in stand-up comedy. I didn't do it for the first year because just apprehension, because I had a couple of jokes, but I said, God, when you announce to a whole room of people that you're gay, you're going to get comments from people afterward, particularly guys, like, oh, how do you know you're gay? It's so redundant and so obnoxious. And I started doing it, and to my surprise, nobody ever bothered me. On the contrary, nobody ever said anything after, except for, oh, you studied exercise physiology, because I talk about that. I talk about being a PhD and being poor. Yeah. But when I did this one particular show in Tampa, and I said that I was gay, I nobody said anything. And usually I get a couple of cheers when I say that. And do mention the lesbian part, especially from girls. I don't know, they cheered
in Tampa.
on. Yeah. And I look around the room.
That's where I'm from,
and
by
I just
the way.
see, I see camo hats and Confederate flags. And I'm wearing a camo hat right now. Yeah. And I go, holy shit. I go, I might as well be in World War II Germany right now.
Yeah.
And it turned out that
it's a little scary, I bet.
It can be, yeah. But it turned out that because there, it was 6 sold out shows, and it turned out that one particular show, after the feature went up and then Steve went up, it was a very bad crowd, and it was just one out of 6. And I guess it was a great learning experience because you get off the stage and you feel like, can I say SHIT or?
Oh,
we've already did it. Yeah.
Huh?
We've already said that.
Okay, so you feel like shit when you get off. You're like, oh my god, I just totally bombed. Like people weren't even laughing, but then you see the headliner going up and they're not even really laughing, and then you see Steve go up, who gets this like crazy response every time, and they're not even moving. And I go, God, is everybody here on Xanax? Like, what happened?
Right.
So I wasn't so much scared that I was going to get.
That's better.
Yeah.
I mean, because when you see other people having the same issues, like
right, like everyone
crowd.
Fails together.
Yeah.
It's
but
fantastic.
Get this, it was a Saturday night. It was a Saturday night.
Steve, I hope you failed too.
No, I did not. I was like, what's wrong with these people? It was a Saturday night, so it was the first show of the night.
Right.
So it was an 8 o'clock, and then we had a 10 o'clock show. And I said, God, you don't even want to go on again. I went on the second, and it was just a wild crowd. It was amazing. So it was,
Well, that was great. I mean, because I would be the one going like, I'm not going out.
Yeah.
No,
you feel terrible. Yeah. I mean, especially since like the Thursdays and Friday were great.
Yeah.
And you go out there and you just go, oh my God, I just bombed, and I did the same thing I've been doing since Thursday and Friday. But it was, but back to the gay thing. It's something that I am mentioning now, and I think it really opens people's eyes to. And I make fun of lesbians, heterosexuals, bisexual women and men. So I really just kind of cover all the territories, and it makes people
Jews, just everything. No,
I love Jews. I actually do mention that. I want a Jewish
No one's
girl.
safe. No one's safe from Anna's comedy. Yeah, no, it's great. Sometimes you just have one of those shows. I don't know what kind of shows we're going to have. We're going to be in this Butch and Femme comedy tour. We're going to be touring a lot of kind of more deep South kind of places. Like the first 2 cities looks like we're going to book are going to be Jacksonville,
and Jacksonville's
Florida.
Pretty progressive.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
Jacksonville's good,
especially near educated areas. I mean, you go out, it's a little bit, it's boring, but people are pretty much getting with it. And there are a lot of gays there.
Well, if you guys going up towards Asheville or any place like
Well,
that?
want to.
we're
Man,
we're booking. So the first two cities
love you
are
there.
Jacksonville and
Yeah.
then Charleston, South Carolina.
And
We're booking
Charleston
that.
is definitely that's the South.
You really going to go to Charleston after all the issues here with the bathrooms and stuff like that? Come on.
Oh, they have bathroom issues there.
Well, Ethan and I went to the bathroom together last night
We did.
Well-
at a drag bar. It was co-ed.
It was at a gay bar in Wilton Manors, and there was a drag show going on.
Well,
Actually-
that's expected. You
Yeah.
know,
At
that's-
Creepy Tiki, the bathroom, a comedy venue I did in Friday night, the bathrooms are co-ed. But yeah, this
Well,
bathroom
this is
issue
Fort
going on, yes.
Lauderdale.
I think the government needs to drop it and stay the hell out of it, and it's just so ridiculous. I mean, I've been hearing a little bit about it on Howard Stern. That's where I get my news.
Yeah, I don't even get my
Really?
news from
Yes.
anywhere.
No, because like you could go into other countries and things like that. There are places with men and women share bathrooms without any issues.
In
at all.
Europe,
Right.
it's like that,
Yeah.
right?
You know, and yeah, absolutely.
I remember. I think in the Netherlands when
Yeah.
I went, it was.
You're dealing with more.
So in South Carolina, they have some kind of a problem with bathrooms. There's not enough bathrooms for everyone.
You haven't heard about this?
Well, it's like I heard there's some
Where?
kind of thing with like there's the transgender. They don't
Yeah,
want
yeah,
transgender
yeah,
people to go in the.
Yeah.
But don't they have men in the bathroom, like monitoring that other men don't come in the bathroom? I'm
I don't
kinda
know how they
confused.
monitor
Look,
it or what
am I
going to
be able to use the
all of that
bathroom or
stuff
not?
just seems- yeah.
I just.
Ethan and I are gonna have to go to the bathroom in the street.
They're going to walk. You're going to walk in and they're going to go,
No, no.
uh-uh.
Well, I don't think
You're
we'll have.
transgender. We know.
I look kind of manly right now. Am I gonna have a problem going into the women's room?
You
No,
may.
you're not.
They're going to say, you know
You're
what?
not going to have any problem. Anna looks very feminine.
But what if you're
I mean,
in drag?
Anna tries to butch it up, but she still can't hide it because she's a pretty woman.
Listen, and I
You know?
can't even get too feminine either. It's so hard. I'm like, I was just telling Ethan the other day that I'm kind of like this Goldilocks porridge. What was this story again?
I think it's basically that you want to have sex with Goldilocks.
I want to eat Goldilocks. No, I was saying that I'm not. I don't think I'm anybody's type when it comes to lesbians. I think I'm either too feminine for them or I'm too masculine. I'm just like this. I don't know. So
She's the porridge. It's
Isn't it-
just right.
know,
It's like that verse in the Bible, Pastor. I remember there's something about how you're not too hot or too cold. I'll spit you out if you're lukewarm.
That's,
Do you remember
that's
that?
a passage.
what is that?
I don't know. How does it go, Pastor?
Is that the devil's say? What is that?
I think the devil may have said that.
No, this wasn't the devil. It was
Jesus.
the idea of making commitment one way or the other. You know, like don't be just lukewarm and just kind of like, you know, yeah. But really make a commitment one way or the other. You know, if you're going to care for people, care for people. If
Or
you're gonna,
just
you know,
don't.
Well, either one.
So basically,
But do it.
either
I like to
Yeah.
drink.
so either
room
feed
temperature
feed the
water.
homeless or kill them.
No, I don't think it's
Choose
that
one.
either. I don't think it's.
Don't
that
just
at all.
have no opinion.
But wait, I like
Yeah.
to drink room temperature water. Should
Really?
I- yeah,
Why?
so it's the best. Ethan
Me
does
too. Yeah, me too.
Oh man.
I don't-
Cold water is the
Ice
worst.
Cold water.
No, I don't
it makes
like-
me. I get so cold.
I don't like
love
cold,
that.
I don't like
That's
cold
the best
water.
thing about it. You drink it and you go, oh man, I got chills.
I
That's
like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
cold Diet Coke.
Yeah,
Diet
a
Coke?
soda
Diet.
should be
I
cold.
like
You
diet.
should-
I like my Jameson.
Well, I like
cold.
diet
You
because
shouldn't be drinking Cokes, man.
no, diet's good because
You
it
shouldn't.
because
no.
you know the sugar in the Coke goes straight to my thighs.
Listen.
That's right. That's right in my thoughts.
Listen, if he's only got one vice, just let him have the diet
Let him
Coke.
have that vice. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Diet Coke is not such a bad advice.
So
Actually-
did you hear
I think
last
George
week
Michael advertised Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I feel like I could do some.
George Michael?
Yeah, I think I could do some commercials for them.
That's it. You could. Yeah, that'd
It's
be
the
good.
choice for a new generation. Use the bathroom wherever you want.
George Michael?
He
I love George Michael.
he pimped Diet Coke.
But what year?
I don't know. It's probably like 1986 or
I was
something.
gonna
I
say
don't
this
know.
is recent. I mean, I know he
don't
stopped
think he's
touring.
really
and-
around anymore.
I
So
love
did you hear
him.
about Ethan was telling about this girl who doesn't believe in love?
Oh yeah, May on the podcast.
Yeah.
In
How could
fact,
you do that?
the entire previous episode, if you're a fan here of Jesus Christ That's Funny, then if you listen to episode 24, which is it's called All You Need Is Love. It's about May and the fact that
Yeah.
she has this problem with, like, she doesn't really believe that love is a real thing.
Yeah, I want to get her in here.
Should.
Yeah, 'cause,
Sounds
I
a
mean-
little bit hard, like she's had a tainted past.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Exactly.
Someone hurt her long ago, I think, and now she has a hard time with the idea of love.
Ethan and I believe in love. I believe in probably lots of love, and I think it's my problem is I don't know how to.
She,
Yeah.
she,
Are
we're,
you
she's
looking
actually
for,
we're
like,
actually
somebody that you just fall hopelessly in love with.
I would love that. Like
Yeah.
I'm definitely a hopeless romantic, which people have no
Yeah.
idea because I'm usually just.
Jerry Springer did a show about her. It's called Women Who Love Too Much. That's Anna's.
Oh, no, she.
Oh wait, no, she loves too many women. I got it in reverse.
I guess. I feel like there. I've never been in love. first of all.
What?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And love is a scary thing. I'm trying not to get too personal here, but
No, get personal. That's what the show's all
That's
about.
the whole thing. Yeah.
I have a terrible fear of commitment, and I think it's because in the past I've been with when girlfriends to me equals you're not allowed to do things freely, and you can't love your friends, and there's limit. Girlfriend to me equals limit.
Wow.
And that's a problem.
Mammy's not
because
the only one who's been hurt, Pastor.
No.
I'm hearing some.
It means you can't do stuff, and now I have freedom. I can go. I can do whatever I want. I don't have to tell anybody besides my loved ones. Like, oh, I'm home. I'm this. But I don't have to be like, oh, I'm gonna be home soon. No, I'm not. I'm gonna come home whenever I want.
Right.
I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm not bitter. It's just that I just like that I don't have that anxiety of, oh my God, I should be home because I don't feel guilty about
I get
being
that
home.
anxiety about Anna. Anna can't even keep a commitment to me.
I
was very upset with her this week.
She's like, one day she'll be like doing a show and she'll go, I'm out. Done.
No.
Boom.
No. See that?
Boom.
Anna's like, we're gonna have dinner.
I wrote a book.
No.
I wrote
And then
2
she
books actually to write a
disappears.
dissertation. So I'm very committed to things, but other things I'm not.
So what were your parents like?
What were my what?
Parents like?
What do you mean?
What were they like?
They're amazing people.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Like
They love you, cared for you?
Yeah, I'm very close with them. They're amazing. I
don't know her parents. I talked to her dad on the phone, and I heard her mom on the phone.
Yeah,
They both seem very cool.
I love
to
them
me.
like crazy. They're just the greatest people in the world. But they divorced when I was 5, and my father is definitely not a commitment person. My mother is the epitome of class and etiquette and intelligence, and my father's intelligence as well. But he and I are not. Maybe we're not the classiest people, but.
Are you more like your mom or your dad?
She's more like her dad.
That's a good question. I think when it comes to morals and safety and stuff, they're both pretty safe, and I'm like my mom in that regard.
Yeah.
When it comes to dating, I'm seeing some of my dad, but not as bad.
Right.
So
That's bad. She hasn't gotten as many girls pregnant. That's her dad.
So, yeah, I pull and pray, Pastor.
That's the only form of birth control Jesus approves of.
Yeah.
No, all of a sudden, just you crossed your arms.
Look
Yeah,
at that.
because I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out how to
Look at
word this.
We got
but
her uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know.
This is
I'm
great.
sorry. I didn't mean to
I've
do
actually
that.
never seen Anna uncomfortable until this moment.
because I
Pastor.
don't know
So
how to talk
sorry.
about. No, it's fine.
He
it's
comes.
fine.
See, Pastor gets me. He started with the first episode. He got me to like just talk about like my personal life and my relationships with women like way more than I wanted to. And like now it's you. It's happening to you. It happens everywhere. It's something about the church and the pastor here. He's so calming.
I don't know.
And then maybe get me a little bit drunk the next time. But
You have some communion wine, Pastor?
We do. It's right over there.
I don't like wine. I only drink Jameson whiskey.
Okay.
Some communion Jameson?
No, well, we do have Walker or something or other.
Oof, I can't do it. But Ethan and I, since we've met, we've talked a lot about this whole dating thing, and we're both on Tinder. We Tinder very differently.
I have my approach is sort of kill them all, let God sort them out.
But let's specify what that means.
That means I
Right.
swipe to the right, meaning
He likes
for
them
every
all.
girl, and then I wait for one of them to contact me, and then if she looks pretty, then I'll keep talking to her, and if it would have been one that I wouldn't have swiped with,
Right.
then I just ignore her.
And I look
It's
at
more
their
of like
profile briefly, and I make sure they're not a couple or
Remember when you were
swingers
talking
or
about the
drugs?
the carpet bombing in Vietnam? That's the approach I'm going with.
You're going.
She's more
It's a terrible.
She's more like a
Anything that stops
sniper.
moving,
She's a sniper. She's
Yes.
getting in there. She's finding the target.
I'm selective, but at the same time, I've actually made friends on Tinder, so it's
I'm like one of those, those fishermen with the giant net that they
Yes.
haul through the
yes,
sea.
that's what he does. And he gets all the tin cans and the
That's
license
right.
plates.
Yeah, just get anything, an old boot, whatever, Anna's got there. She's got her like $4,000 rod and
Rod and
reel.
reel.
She's
I have a
casting.
specific hook.
That's exactly right.
Yes, and it's been great. I'm very excited. I'm just about it and just meeting people, and I love it. I'm not ready for. I need this time before I can be a good girlfriend. I've always wanted to be a good girlfriend, and part of me is kind of a good girlfriend. Has been in the past. And
Have you ever been a good girlfriend?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just not the best, but
Well, I think what you said about commitment is interesting, because you feel like it closes in on your freedom, and I feel like I used to think about commitment that way too, and it actually led to some problems in my relationships with women. Like when I would have long-term relationships, which I've been in a couple of those, like 5-year relationships, things like that.
That's a long term.
It's a long time. And I've been close, I've been
Makes me tremble when I think 5 years.
I've been engaged before. I've been close to getting married, things like that. And in those situations, and I think it's because maybe some of this was before I got into recovery, before I got clean and sober, I thought about commitment as like, okay, so you give up some freedom, but you get security. You get to be with this person. It's like sort of guaranteed.
You described it as security. It's such I don't know. I don't see people as a
Well, I'm explaining about how this is wrong.
Okay.
Like, so this is how I used to think. And I looked at it as like a trade-off. Like, so you give up this, you don't get to do whatever you want. You can't have sex with other women, but you get to have sex with this girl like pretty much whenever you want. So that's like that's how I thought about it. And also, of course,
pretty much whenever you want, not whenever she wants though. Just whenever you want.
The girls that I was in these long-term relationships with definitely like they usually wanted to have sex. So it was sort of like it was mutual.
Well, was that because they knew that was how they got your attention?
I just like girls with a high sex drive.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a good match, So
it's definitely a bonus.
It's a boner. I mean, a bonus. But now I think that's actually a very wrong-headed way of pursuing a relationship, because what happens is, it turns out that you always feel like you're locked in after a while, and you do want variety to some extent, and you also feel like, is it always worth it? Like you're like, I made this exchange. And then on Tuesday, maybe it's not worth it. Maybe I changed my mind.
That's why I don't have any tattoos.
I don't feel happy. I don't have tattoos either for the same reason. Yeah. So now I don't
like any design that much,
Right?
Yeah. Or words. Yeah.
So, but now I think commitments are more like, it's more like you make a promise to someone, and then you have to try to live up to it every day. And you look at it as, where am I? So I made this commitment in the past, and like here I am still in it. And what am I bringing to the relationship today? Because the thing is, I always had this fear of like with like my one of my exes in particular. I had this fear that, oh well, I won't be able to do whatever I want in the future. But every day I was with her, I was happy.
Right.
I was like really happy.
Is it happiness or is it comfort?
I think I was content in a lot of ways in terms of like sort of the romantic aspects of life.
But content isn't a great word.
Contentment is the best you could hope for in life, I think. Happiness is just a bonus. If you could be content, then you're doing well. I think that's my perspective. Is
content stagnant?
Well, that's not what I meant.
That's one of the. I think that sounds like one of the fears I hear is that it's it's like as soon as I get involved in a relationship, it becomes stagnant, and it's like, well, wait. My best relationships have always been things that get better.
That's right,
and it grows deeper.
And I think that's
I want it to be exhilarating.
Well,
I don't want to just be content.
And I think it should be.
Well, I think that a commitment is a commitment to build something together, and it's a commitment, and it can be something exhilarating. It can be something that provides contentment. It can be something that provides security. But you're making a commitment to do this thing with this other person together, and not. I don't think a commitment is good if you look at it as an exchange. I give up this, but I get this.
Right.
I think that's where it starts to. Then you start to feel like the walls are closing in, and it really feels terrifying.
Where's the door? Let me.
Yeah. I want to get out. But if you look at it like I'm bringing something to the table, she's bringing something to the table. We're building something together. Maybe at some point it does. It ends up so that you guys aren't matched anymore, and you can't bring it to the table, and you can't stay together, and then you have to end it. That's always a possibility, but looking at it from the beginning, like we're going to try this, we're going to build something together because we believe in the idea of us together is a different. I think it's a different way of looking at it than it's an exchange.
And I think a lot of times, when, especially if you come from a family like where you've, there's been divorce or something like that, that's pretty traumatic. I mean, I don't care what,
I was so glad my parents got divorced. Well, I would have been so upset if they never did.
Yeah.
Well, but still you go through a phase. And
yeah, you do, yeah.
I mean, I run into girls all the time that their father and mother got divorced. Their father had been sleeping around, but they still love their dad deeply. And so they bring a lot of stuff to them to the next relationship of like, is that okay? Is that not okay? Do I expect that of a man? Do I not expect it? And so all of those things.
They should just be lesbians. That's their problem.
Anna thinks every girl should be lesbian.
I do not think that at all.
She wants more lesbians in the world so she can.
I do not
has
think
more
that.
chances.
I wish there were more lesbians, but I don't think that all girls should be lesbians.
But even I run into girls who are lesbian, and they really are searching for a relationship.
I think all guys.
It's like the opposite of me.
I think all guys should be gay.
I do. Yeah, that would be great.
That would be great because then there would just be no competition.
And, well, I would think there's competition when you guys go like at a you're doing like a comedy thing and you're both looking over and you go, hey, what do you think about her? And you both go, nice.
Well, there was
and now suddenly there's a competition.
There was a bisexual girl recently that we were both.
She was looking at me. No, she was looking at me.
Who were we both looking at?
That girl last night. We were both talking to her.
Yeah, but I wasn't into her. I think she's very attractive, but I wasn't attracted to her. You were attracted to her.
Yeah, I don't know.
So the difference, if I say someone's very attractive, that doesn't mean I'm attracted to them.
I'm attracted to everyone. Like I said, I have this giant net I'm hauling through the ocean. So
He really does. We really have different tastes.
Yeah.
So it's funny when we compare.
I figure that it's. I mean, I am only like as far as a relationship or someone I'm really into.
Yes.
I'm more particular.
Yes.
But as far as like, will I talk to you and just like sort of see where
I talk
things
to
go?
everybody though.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm on Tinder. Like. You give everybody a shot. A lot of people.
Right. But I'm not excluding anyone from the beginning.
Would you ever exclude somebody? I mean, you like
on
she
Tinder?
excludes everyone.
Yeah, I do all the time. Yeah.
She doesn't.
What are the ones that you exclude?
Well, I mean, for one, let's face it.
No fat chicks. She told me. She was like, she said she gave me a high five when she said it. It was weird. She was like, no fat chicks, Ethan. High five. I was like, that's not very nice, Anna.
It's such bullshit. This conversation never happened. I like feminine girls. So if it's a girl that looks like she's a little bit butchy or is more masculine than I am, or even as masculine as I am, I'm not into it at all.
Not into it. Yeah.
I'll love her as a friend, but no.
Hey, how you doing?
Right.
I'm Helen.
If she's like Ethan in drag, it's not going to happen.
That was scary.
That hurts.
I really.
It's like a dagger in my
wig in
heart.
the world. Definitely no drugs.
Words can hurt.
I could probably tolerate some marijuana smoking.
Yeah.
But I don't smoke marijuana, so no heterosexual girls. No, there's a lot of couples on Tinder.
Really?
Kids,
Yeah, it's very
kids don't do
disturbing.
drugs. Stay away from the drugs, kids. This has been a public service announcement.
But you're a pretty healthy person too.
I like girls that take care of themselves. They really do. That's definitely something that. I mean, it's one thing if they're like, oh, I forget to eat or this and that. Like, everybody has their flaws. I mean, I actually didn't eat for like 48 hours this weekend because we were so busy. I had another photo shoot and all this stuff going on, and I was mad at myself. I'm like, oh, hell, I haven't eaten.
Anna just wrote on a piece of paper. She slipped it across the table to me. She said, "No girls over 19." Also,
You
likes
asshole.
the young hot chicks. I'm just.
No,
actually,
what
she wanted to put that out there.
I definitely have some age things, and they can't look too young. I'm 33, so
it's actually
my
the
Tinder's
opposite.
set
She
from
likes
22 to 40. So
she likes older women.
Older women.
60s and 70s.
Yeah, geriatric population. Yes, that's what I prefer.
It's low-hanging
Menopausal.
fruit, so to speak.
Prefer the menopausal. But I'm excited. I mean, I'm definitely a hopeless romantic that's afraid of commitment, if that makes any sense.
I like that. Hopeless romantic that's afraid of commitment. That's the title of your next book.
Yes. And I love love, and I love girls, and I just love all.
What do you love about love? What is it about love? Is it the freshness, the excitement? What is it?
I love love songs.
But you've never been in love.
Yeah, but I still know what it's like in the movies.
Love.
I believe in it. Yes.
See, that's the difference between you and Mei. Mei is like, I don't even believe it's true. I don't even. Yeah. She doesn't even. She's
but
like,
I can see that, especially nowadays. And she's a heterosexual girl. It's like,
it's
the
disdain.
World, yeah.
These heterosexuals.
There's a disdain in that.
Yeah,
that is perfect. Yes.
But even gays are bitter. I mean, the people cheat. People do all this stuff, and they get so angry. And I just. I do believe in it, and I see it in the movies. So that's my hope right there. You hear about it in Richard Marx songs. So.
Who's that? Is he one of the Marx brothers?
Please don't ask. You're not asking me who Richard Marx is.
Who is that?
He's a very famous songwriter who was a very popular singer in the 80s, but he still is a songwriter now. So you know who Richard Marx is, right?
Yep.
Did he do that song, If You Like Pina Coladas? No, that was Rupert Holmes.
That was good, though.
Okay. All right. Well, that about does it. Pastor, how can people get a hold of you if they want to get some more Jesus stuff?
Well, they can come to our church service at 10:30 on Sunday morning, so they can come to the gathering, which is a group on Wednesday night. So they can go to our website and see the sanctuarychurchftl.org. And the gathering is really cool because we got more people coming to that. We've got about 40, 50 people coming to that every Wednesday night, and probably 20 of them are homeless. And so you got homeless.
20 of them are homos.
Homeless.
Like,
No, homeless. And so, but it's really good because they kind of like.
Some of them could be. It's not a mutually exclusive thing.
Yeah, you can be a homeless homo.
Yeah.
Can you be homeless and No.
I mean,
don't
I was
think so.
homeless for a while.
Really?
Like, not like legit, but I was definitely not with a home.
Well, that's homeless, right?
Yeah, I had all my stuff in a storage unit, and I was just like staying.
Were you living in your car?
Yeah,
Well, you had somewhere where you could go.
Yeah, I've always had. I'm very thankful. I've always had somewhere to go, so I'm not
Right.
legitimately homeless.
Yeah.
So I was grateful.
Whatever the girl of the week is, that's where that's where she ends up.
Well, no, we had just.
And then she kicks me out.
Well, we just have
On
a
to the
bunch
next
of people
one.
that come in, and it's kind of nice because they all talk, and we talk about life and what's going on, and what we're going to be talking about on Sunday, and so they give input, and it's really cool. It's really neat, and I don't know many churches that would be that open to anybody comes in, anybody can walk in the door, so Wednesday.
Seems
Thursday
like
nights
most
are good.
churches should be that open. if
Wouldn't you think that?
If
Yeah,
it's Jesus' words there, right?
I would think so.
You
Yeah,
seem to be about that sort of thing.
it was. Yeah, I think
Just
you
come
talked a
in
lot
and hang
about
out.
that too. Yeah, about the idea.
Can
that,
you get
yeah.
drunk in the church, or?
You know,
People do.
There
You
have
were
been
talking a few weeks
times-
ago about a guy who
Yeah.
was drinking from a big cup, like
Yeah,
a big
I
gold
have a-
cup, and it had beer in it, and he was
I have a homeless-
heckling you.
I have a homeless man named Bobby who comes every Sunday morning, and he pours his beer into a big cup, and he sits in the front row.
I mean, it's like going to a show, you know.
I hopefully it's deeper than that. You got to come someday.
They kicked
You
him
know,
out. They kicked him out of
I
the
gotta
movies.
tell you, for someone like me who's been freaked out by church to the extent where I don't feel safe around religious people, I feel extremely comfortable around you, and I would definitely come and check it out.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Maybe we'll come
You
together.
know what? You'd like it. You would
I
actually.
think I
You'd
would.
get a kick out of it. You go. This is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You'd like the band. You'd like the whole thing.
Yeah, I
that we
heard
do.
Black
Yeah.
Sabbath cover band plays here, right?
That's
What time is that service, Pastor?
I love death metal.
death metal. 10:30 services. That's
10:30.
good.
That's so early.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't even like getting up at 10:30 is a little hard for me.
Oh, come on.
I had to get up
Come
at
on.
10:30 today and look at me. I'm like, whoa.
You're looking good. This is great. You look
Thank
great.
you. Well,
You're
Ethan and I were at a drag. We went out last night and then we ate, so we were out till late. And I need 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I'm on.
You
5.
look like you're about an hour from going to sleep right
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
And you got a long drive coming up
I
too.
do.
Well, Anna, before we go here, what?
Do you want to crash out on my
I
couch
should.
in there before? Because you don't want to drive when you're tired.
No, I'm gonna. I'll figure it out. Oh,
Okay.
thank you though.
Want some
I
coffee?
appreciate it. I'll figure
Whatever
it
you
out.
need, we got it.
Yeah, we got you covered. We just don't want
Cocaine. We got official
Yeah.
official Jesus cocaine.
I've never done cocaine, and I feel like if I ever did it once, I'd be the one person that died the only time they did it.
you. Right.
It's so intense. I would.
Call her
Yeah.
aneurysm Lepeley. All
If I
right.
did cocaine.
Yes. Anna, where can people find you? Why don't we promote our website?
Yeah, so Butch and Femme Comedy Tour. That's Butch and Femme, FEMME. Comedy.
Butch would be BUTCH.
Yes.
And then and is a conjunction,
Yes.
and it's AND.
Comedy is COMEDY.
Right? And then it's
And-
.com. We won't tell you how to spell that one.
And then they can also get my book, Stop It, 18 Habits That Hinder Your Libido and Make You Fat, a book for men and women of all ages on how to lose weight effectively while also, as a side effect, promoting a healthy libido. And it's for men and women that are pre-menopause, pre-andropause for men, and post-menopause and post-andropause for
What?
men.
Andropause? That's a thing?
Yeah, of course. So women go through menopause, where their estrogen and testosterone starts to decrease, and with men, andropause is only their testosterone levels decrease. So it's a hell of a lot worse for women, but at the same time, it's very difficult and debilitating for men as well.
Got to get that testosterone back up
Yes. Well, so men's
artificially.
testosterone levels start to naturally decrease once they start hitting their 30s.
Just got to get those steroids.
Or lift weights. Yeah.
No, you just you get the roids.
Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, I'm all for anabolic steroids.
Really?
I think it should be legal. Absolutely, yeah.
You know, I got steroids the other day when I got like a sinus infection. And I
But
took,
that's like a corticosteroid.
is that
Yeah,
whatever
it's
it was? I
different. It's not
loved
anabolic. You didn't come in here like
No.
jacked up.
Like I called my doctor and I was
It's
going.
weird. He just ripped a Bible in half.
I'm going like, you know what? I don't know what these things are, but I feel really good.
It's for
I'm clarity.
an
It's like,
anti-inflammatory type of steroid.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like, you can't have any more.
Yeah.
Come on, doc, please. This is
Come on,
really
man.
good.
Dr. Feelgood. Hit me.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely. It's a big debate in the sports nutrition community, but I'm all for legalizing anabolic steroids.
And who did that? Who in tennis just got canceled for 3-4 years, something like that. When
I-
was it Nadal?
I don't know, but I'm familiar
Yeah.
with what goes on in the doping
Yeah.
world and WADA, the World Anti-Doping Agency, and the regulations.
Yeah.
And but I don't actually know. I'm not current with who's
Yeah.
been pinpointed for what.
Right.
I know Lance Armstrong when he was under a whole bunch
Right.
of stuff, and I got to tell you, even if if you took all that stuff away from Lance Armstrong, he would still be an exceptional cyclist. So.
Right.
They're just some form of enhancements, but you're not taking away the fact that they're training their ass off and like
Wait,
sacrificing.
who's Lance Armstrong?
I'm sorry, I'm half asleep.
Is he?
He's an astronaut. Wait, who is?
Is he an astronaut? No, he's he's a
cyclist.
sports guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? You didn't know who he is?
I heard of
No,
him.
he didn't.
He's like I heard his name.
Wait, who's the astronaut guy? Now I'm like really like.
I don't know.
That's
He
Neil
thought
Armstrong.
he was-
Everyone
Neil
knows
Armstrong,
that.
yeah.
But who's this Lance guy?
Ethan
Lance
just
guy.
threw me a curveball.
Lance is he was a. Was it? He was a cyclist.
Yeah, he
Okay.
still is.
And he's I remember. I heard this guy. He lost a testicle.
Right.
That's the one thing you know about him. You don't even know his
And
name.
then he rides bikes or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because Ethan's like, oh, I'm gonna lose my testicles if I ride my bike to the grocery store. That's why he's.
Did you really say that?
I didn't say that. But it's weird. But I don't really know much about sports. So
I didn't say that. I don't care for sports at all. I don't know who's who, and
Yeah.
I actually worked with a Dolphins player once, and I was like, I have no idea who you are, but I'm just going to work with you, and I know how you should be eating and training, but I
Right.
don't care who you are. But yeah, it's a sports nutrition realm, which is one of my primary areas of expertise. Is a fascinating world, and
So Butch and Femme comedy.
anyways, yes.
We're cutting all that out. Butch and Femme comedy it is where you can find out about our tour dates. Places like Charleston, Savannah, Jacksonville.
Hopefully Asheville.
A few other places we're going to
New
confirm.
Orleans. You guys
New
go to
Orleans.
New Orleans.
We want to
Atlanta.
go to New Orleans really bad.
We're gonna get booked in New Orleans and Atlanta too. So all that stuff coming. If you want to see us do comedy, and maybe I'll be in a dress, maybe I won't. We'll have to see. Then check out Butch and Femme
He'll be
comedy.
in a dress.
She's going to insist on it. Check out butchandfemmecomedy.com, and we'll have some dates up there. Also, don't forget to check out a couple of things I want to promote. Havana Hideout every
Yes.
Monday, 8 p.m. in Lake Worth, downtown Lake Worth. Eric Rosenblum and I promote and perform at an amazing comedy venue called Havana Hideout, and we
That's a great
give
place,
a free
man.
show there.
Yeah.
Great fish tacos, great food, lots
Fish
of fun.
tacos.
Yeah.
Terrific. Best.
It's awesome, and so we
I like fish tacos.
Of course you do. So we've got a new lineup every single week there at Havana Hideout. So just come on down and join the fun. It's free. Also, we hope that you like, share, and subscribe. Jesus Christ, that's funny.
Absolutely.
It's
yeah.
free.
Yeah.
And we appreciate your support. But the best thing you could do for us would be to just tell a friend and maybe go on iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. That would be amazing.
I think it'd be great. Yeah, absolutely.
So do that. And also don't forget to write us at JesusChristThat'sFunny@gmail.com.
If anybody wants to donate things to Ethan, heels and dresses and wigs.
Sure. Bananas, seawater.
No, really, I want to see him in different outfits. But he's like a size 16 in women, so.
You make me sound like some sort of horrible monster. All right. Well, that about does it for this week's episode. But
You're not 16. You're 14, aren't you?
I don't know.
He's a big girl.
I'm a big girl. But thanks for listening, and thanks for being here, Anna. Just want to say that.
Thank you
very
for
much
having me.
Yeah, thanks for being
You
here.
guys have
It's
been great.
And thanks, Pastor.
Thank
and
you.
God bless.